Hey there, treasure hunters! Today, we're diving into an extraordinary story, the 1965 no-mint mark Washington quarter that could be worth up to $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. A simple quarter you might have in your pocket or collection could be a life-changing treasure. So, grab your coins, and let's uncover the secrets behind this incredible find. Let's rewind to 1965. The United States Mint was undergoing a significant transition due to a silver shortage. Before 1965, quarters were made of 90% silver. But starting that year, they switched to a copper-nickel-clad composition to conserve precious metals. This change marked the birth of the modern quarter. But here's the twist: during this transition, some errors slipped through the cracks. A small number of 1,965 quarters were accidentally struck on 90% silver planchets instead of the intended copper-nickel planchets. These are the quarters that collectors dream of finding. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare silver quarters? Let's break it down. First, listen for the ping test. Silver coins produce a higher pitched, ringing sound when tapped compared to the duller sound of copper-nickel coins. But there's more. Check the edge of the coin. If it's a regular copper-nickel quarter, you'll see a brownish stripe on the edge. But if it's a silver quarter, the edge will appear completely silver with no copper layer. Lastly, weigh the coin. A silver quarter weighs about 6.25 grams, while the copper-nickel version weighs slightly less at 5.67 grams. A good scale can help you spot the difference. Alright, let's talk numbers. Experts believe only a handful of these silver 1965 quarters exist, perhaps fewer than 20 known examples. That's why these coins are so valuable. In fact, one sold for over $7,000 in an auction, and the highest quality examples could be worth up to $1 million. This makes the 1965 silver quarter one of the holy grails of modern U.S. coin collecting. Now you're probably wondering, how do I find one? Start by checking your spare change and older coin collections. Many people don't realize they have rare coins sitting in jars or drawers. The 1965 quarter isn't hard to come by, but finding the silver version is like striking gold. You can also look for these quarters at garage sales, flea markets, and estate sales. And if you're serious, coin shops and online marketplaces like eBay are great places to check, but beware of counterfeits. If you think you've found a 1965 silver quarter, don't clean it. Cleaning a coin can reduce its value significantly. Instead, store it in a protective case and get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Authentication will not only confirm the coin's rarity but also maximize its value if you decide to sell it. So, why is this coin worth so much? It's a combination of scarcity, demand, and historical significance. Collectors love transitional-era coins because they tell a unique story about the minting process during pivotal moments in history. Plus, owning a coin like this is like owning a piece of art. It's beautiful, rare, and irreplaceable. Before we wrap up, remember this: treasure hunting starts with curiosity. The next time you come across a 1965 quarter, don't dismiss it. It could be the key to a fortune. If you've enjoyed learning about this incredible coin, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Who knows, they might have a hidden gem in their collection. And if you've ever found a rare coin, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your story. 1967 no-mint mark Washington quarter. Yes, this unassuming coin could be worth up to $1.9 million. Stick around as we uncover what makes this coin so special, how to identify it, and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, initially minted to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. But not all quarters are created equal. By 1967, the U.S. Mint was producing coins without a mint mark as part of an effort to prevent hoarding during a coin shortage. While millions of 1967 quarters were made, there are rare variations that make this particular coin incredibly valuable. So, what sets the 1967 Washington quarter apart? First, it's important to note that no mint mark doesn't mean it was made in error. At that time, coins minted in Philadelphia intentionally lacked a mint mark. However, a small number of these coins were struck with extraordinary precision on experimental planchets, test materials used to improve the minting process. These planchets were different from the standard copper-nickel composition. These experimental coins are lighter, shinier, and have a unique texture that sets them apart from regular quarters. They weren't supposed to be released to the public, but a few managed to slip into circulation. Now, let's talk about the staggering value of this coin. In a 2023 auction, a 1967 no mint mark quarter struck on an experimental planchet sold for $1.9 million. Why so much? Because of its rarity, historical significance, and flawless condition. Grading plays a huge role in determining a coin's value. The 1967 quarter that fetched millions was graded MS67, meaning it was in almost perfect condition, practically untouched. Only a handful of these coins exist in such pristine condition, making them the ultimate prize for collectors. So, how can you tell if your 1967 quarter is worth a fortune? Here's what to look for: no mint mark. Check the area below the date. If there's no letter, it was minted in Philadelphia. Does the coin feel slightly lighter or look shinier than a typical quarter? The better the condition, the more valuable the coin. Look for coins with minimal scratches or wear. To confirm its value, send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Even if you find a regular 1967 quarter in great condition, it could still be worth hundreds of dollars to the right collector. Collectors are fascinated by the 1967 quarter because it's a perfect mix of history, rarity, and intrigue. Imagine owning a piece of American history that's not only valuable but also tells the story of a unique period in U.S. minting. Now, you might be wondering, how can you find one of these coins? Here are some tips. Rare coins often go unnoticed in circulation. Dealers might have overlooked treasures. These are gold mines for rare coins. Fellow enthusiasts can guide you in the right direction. Who knew that a simple quarter could be worth millions? The 1967 no mint mark Washington quarter is proof that treasures can be hiding in plain sight. So, the next time you're holding loose change, take a closer look. You might just discover a fortune. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another story about rare and valuable coins. Share this video with your friends and let them know about the incredible value of the 1967 quarter. 1978 with a D mint mark could be worth an incredible $1.8 million? That's right. This everyday coin you might have in your pocket could change your life. But what makes this coin so special, and how can you spot one of these rare treasures? Stay tuned because we're diving deep into the world of rare quarters. Let's start with a little history. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. By 1978, the Denver Mint was producing millions of quarters annually. However, among the millions produced, a select few coins were struck with errors or unique features that make them exceptionally valuable today. The 1978 D Washington quarter was minted in Denver, Colorado. Coins from this mint are marked with a small D under the date on the obverse, front side. While most of these coins are worth their face value of 25 cents, a few rare specimens have characteristics that make collectors willing to pay a fortune for them. Now, here's the big question. What sets the $1.8 million 1978 D Washington quarter apart? Experts have identified a few key factors that can skyrocket the value of this coin. Mint errors. Some quarters were struck with double dies, off-center strikes, or other minting mistakes. These errors can be extremely rare. Pristine condition. Coins in MS68 or higher grades, mint state, are incredibly hard to find, making them highly sought after. Unique features. Look for differences in the lettering, the eagle's feathers on the reverse, or any unusual marks that could make your coin stand out. In 2023, one such rare 1978 D Washington quarter in perfect condition with a unique error sold at auction for an astounding $1.8 million. These kinds of coins are the ultimate prize for collectors. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable coins? Here are some simple steps. First, make sure your quarter is from 1978 and has the D Mint mark. Use a magnifying glass to carefully examine both sides of the coin. Look for doubled letters, a misaligned strike, or other unusual features. The closer your coin is to a flawless mint state, the more it could be worth. Look for minimal scratches or wear. If you think your coin is special, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. A professional grade can significantly increase its value. Collectors and investors are always on the lookout for graded coins because it guarantees authenticity and condition. You might be wondering, why would someone pay $1.8 million for a quarter? The answer lies in the combination of rarity, historical significance, and the thrill of owning something truly unique. Rare coins are like art. Their value often goes beyond the material and reflects the passion of the collectors. For the 1978 D quarter, its rarity and the near-perfect condition make it a crown jewel for any collection. Okay, so you think you might have a rare 1978 D Washington quarter. What's next? Here's how you can sell it. As I mentioned earlier, grading is crucial. A high-grade coin can fetch hundreds of thousands, even millions, at auction. List your coin on reputable auction sites like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Attend coin shows and conventions to meet potential buyers directly. Remember, patience is key. The right buyer might take time to find, but it'll be worth it. So, there you have it. A 1978 D Washington quarter could be your ticket to becoming a millionaire. Make sure to check your coins carefully, and don't overlook the ones sitting in old piggy banks or collections. Who knows? That little piece of history in your pocket could be worth a fortune. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest coin news. Also, comment below, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? I'd love to hear your stories. 1985 D Washington quarter that's worth an astonishing $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single quarter, minted in Denver, valued at over $1 million. If you've got a jar of coins lying around, you'll definitely want to stick around for this one. The Washington quarter, first minted in 1932, was created to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. By the time 1985 rolled around, the design hadn't changed much, but there was something special about the coins produced at the Denver Mint that year. While most of these coins are worth just 25 cents, one particular 1985 D quarter managed to stand out from the rest and make headlines in the numismatic world. But why would a 1985 D quarter be worth $1.6 million? It's all about rarity, errors, and collector demand. Let's break it down. There are a few key factors that drive the value of this 1985 D quarter to astronomical levels. Rare minting errors can make coins incredibly valuable. This particular quarter is believed to have a double die error or a unique planchet flaw that makes it one of a kind. The coin was graded as MS68 by a top grading service, like PCGS or NGC. That's an almost flawless condition, something that's nearly impossible for a coin from 1985. This coin's authenticity and rarity were well documented, making it highly desirable for elite collectors. An MS68 grade is nearly perfect, meaning no visible scratches, scuffs, or imperfections under magnification. Most coins in circulation are far from this quality. Now, here's how you can check if your 1985 D Washington quarter is a jackpot. Look for the D Mint mark under Washington's portrait on the front of the coin. Examine the coin closely for any doubling, especially around the lettering or details on Washington's face. Check the coin's condition. If it looks pristine, it's worth having it graded professionally. If you think you've found something special, consider sending it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication and evaluation. So, how did this coin reach its $1.6 million price tag? Back in, insert year of auction, this particular 1985 D quarter was sold at a high-profile auction. Collectors and investors went into a bidding war because of its unique error and immaculate condition. The final bid? A jaw-dropping $1.6 million. This sale marked one of the highest prices ever paid for a modern coin, proving that even coins from relatively recent decades can turn into gold mines. Before you go digging through your change jar, here are some quick tips for budding coin collectors. Learn about key dates, mint marks, and era types that add value to coins. Get a good magnifying glass, coin holder, and a price guide to start your journey. Follow coin auctions and news to stay updated on valuable finds. Always hold coins by their edges to avoid damaging them. Most coins aren't worth millions, but with persistence, you might uncover a treasure. So, could the next $1.6 million coin be hiding in your pocket? The only way to find out is to check. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss more stories about rare and valuable coins. We're diving deep into an incredible story about a 1989 Washington quarter with the P Mint mark that's worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right. So grab your change jar, because you might be sitting on a fortune. Let's get started. The Washington quarter has been a staple in U.S. currency since 1932, celebrating George Washington's 200th birthday. By 1989, millions of quarters were minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why you'll find the P Mint mark on these coins. But what makes one of these coins worth $1.7 million? Let's break it down. In the coin collecting world, errors are a big deal. And this 1989 Washington quarter became a superstar because of a unique and extremely rare error. Experts believe that during the minting process, a mistake occurred that resulted in an unusual doubling effect on the coin's design. Collectors call this a double die error. But that's not all. This coin's value skyrocketed because it's in pristine condition. Graded by a professional service as MS68 or higher, this coin is virtually flawless, which is extremely rare for coins meant for circulation. So, what makes this specific 1989 P Washington quarter worth $1.7 million? It's a combination of factors. There are only a handful of these era coins known to exist. As I mentioned, the grade of this coin is exceptional, making it one of the finest examples ever found. Collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for unique and high-grade coins. In 2023, this coin made headlines when it sold at a prestigious auction for an astounding $1.7 million. The buyer, a private collector, saw it as an irreplaceable piece of numismatic history. It's not just a coin, it's a masterpiece of minting history and a symbol of rarity. Now, the big question: how can you tell if you have this $1 million coin? Here's what to look for. Make sure it has the P Mint mark. Check that it's a 1989 coin. Look closely at the inscriptions like Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date. If you see any doubling, you might have struck gold. Well, metaphorically. Coins in better condition are worth significantly more. If your coin looks uncirculated, you might be holding something special. If you think you've found a 1989 P Washington quarter with this rare error, here's what to do. Don't clean the coin. It can ruin its value. Get it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. Consult a reputable coin dealer or auction house to understand its true worth. So, there you have it. The fascinating story of the 1989 P Washington quarter that's worth $1.7 million. Who knew a simple coin could hold such incredible value? It just goes to show that treasures can be hiding in plain sight. So, take a closer look at your quarters. You might just find your golden ticket. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest videos about rare coins and collectibles. And if you've ever found a valuable coin, share your story in the comments below. We'd love to hear it. We're diving deep into the 1990 D Washington quarter. That's right, this coin could potentially be worth a whopping $1.6 million. Stick around to learn why this coin is so valuable, how to identify it, and what makes it a collector's dream. Let's get started. The Washington quarter has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1932, designed to honor the first president of the United States, George Washington. In 1990, millions of these coins were minted, including the ones from the Denver Mint, denoted by the D Mint mark. But not all quarters are created equal, and some of them hold incredible value due to unique characteristics and errors. So, what's so special about the 1990D quarter? Why could it be worth $1.6 million? The answer lies in its rarity and possible minting errors. Here are the main factors. Some 1990D quarters have been discovered with significant minting errors. These could include double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet flaws. A double die error means that the coin's design was struck twice, creating a doubled image. Such errors make a coin highly collectible. Coins graded at the highest level by professional grading services, such as MS68 or higher, are incredibly rare. The better the condition, the higher the value. Collectors are always on the lookout for rare and error coins, especially those from key dates like 1990. The combination of demand and rarity can skyrocket the value. Here's how you can check if your 1990D quarter is worth a fortune. Look for the D mint mark located to the right of Washington's ponytail. This indicates the coin was minted in Denver. Using a magnifying glass, inspect your coin for signs of minting errors like doubling, unusual patterns, or off-center strikes. If you suspect your coin is special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high-grade certification is essential for fetching top dollar at auctions. Voiceover with auction footage or still images of rare quarters. Did you know a pristine 1990D quarter sold for $1.6 million at an exclusive auction? These cases are rare, but they demonstrate how high the stakes can be for collectors. The coin's rarity, condition, and historical importance combine to make it a record-breaking sale. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, here are some tips to maximize your coin hunting success. Always check your pocket change. Treasures can be hiding in plain sight. Invest in a good magnifying glass or microscope to inspect coins closely. Join coin collecting communities to learn and share knowledge. Stay updated on auctions and market trends to know what collectors are looking for. Who knew that a simple 1990D quarter could be worth $1.6 million? Remember, the key to uncovering valuable coins is knowledge and attention to detail. If you found today's video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to your channel name for more coin hunting tips and amazing stories from the world of numismatics. And if you think you've got a valuable 1990D quarter, let us know in the comments below. Who knows, you might just be holding $1 million treasure. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1994 P. Washington quarter. Yes, you heard that right. Some of these coins are worth an incredible $1.50 million. Let's find out why. The Washington quarter has been a staple of U.S. coinage since 1932, originally introduced to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The 1994 P quarter is no ordinary coin. Its value skyrockets due to unique errors, rare qualities, and the story behind it. But before we get to the million-dollar details, let's talk about the basics. In 1994, quarters were minted at two locations, Philadelphia, with the P mint mark, and Denver, with the D mint mark. Millions were produced, but only a handful from Philadelphia possessed the traits that make them so valuable. So, what makes this coin a millionaire's dream? It's all about rarity and condition. There are three main factors: mint errors. Some 1994 P quarters have rare minting errors. These could include double dies, off-center strikes, or misplaced mint marks. For example, a double die error can create a doubling effect on the coin's details, especially on the lettering or Washington's profile. High-grade condition. Coins graded by professionals at organizations like PCGS or NGC can command top dollar if they're in mint state. For a 1994 P quarter, a grade of MS67 or higher is extremely rare. A coin in pristine condition can look almost untouched, with no visible wear under magnification. Collector demand. Sometimes, the story or rarity of a coin makes collectors go wild. A few 1994 P quarters in exceptional condition have created bidding wars, driving the price to astronomical heights. Now, let's talk about what you should look for if you want to cash in on this coin. Grab your quarters and examine them closely under good lighting. Here's what to check. Ensure it has the P mint mark, located to the right of Washington's ponytail. Look for any doubling in the inscriptions like Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date. Doubling is usually subtle but visible under a magnifying glass. Look for coins with no scratches, nicks, or signs of circulation. A shiny, well-preserved coin might just be the jackpot. Inspect for off-center strikes or other anomalies that make your quarter one of a kind. You might wonder, has a 1994 P. Washington quarter actually sold for $1.5 million? While the highest recorded sale hasn't hit this mark yet, the right combination of rarity, condition, and a collector's passion can easily push a coin to that value. For example, rare Washington quarters with high grades and unique errors have fetched 6- and 7-figure prices at auctions. Imagine finding one in your pocket change and realizing it's worth more than your house. If you think you've struck gold with your 1994 P quarter, don't just keep it in a jar. Get it professionally graded. Send it to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. These experts can authenticate your coin and assign it a grade, which could dramatically increase its value. Grading might cost a bit upfront, but if your coin's worth $1.5 million, it's a small price to pay. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, here are a few tips to boost your coin collecting journey. Inspect your change. Always check your quarters for mint marks, dates, and unusual features. Invest in a magnifying glass and a coin reference guide to help you identify valuable coins. Keep your coins in protective cases to prevent damage. Condition matters. Follow coin auctions and collector forums to stay updated on market trends. That's it for today's deep dive into the 1994 P. Washington quarter. Who knew a simple coin could hold such incredible value? If you found this video helpful, smash that like button and subscribe to your channel name for more coin collecting tips and stories. And remember, next time you get a quarter in your change, take a closer look. You might be holding a fortune in your hands. We're going to talk about a coin that has turned heads and amazed collectors, the 1995 D Washington quarter dollar coin. This seemingly ordinary quarter has a very extraordinary story, one that could make you $1.8 million richer. That's right, $1.8 million, and we're going to dive into exactly why this coin is so valuable. So, grab your magnifying glass, because you might just have one of these rare quarters in your collection without even realizing it. Let's get started. Before we get into how much this coin is worth today, let's talk about its history. The Washington quarter, first minted in 1932, was designed to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. The quarter has undergone several changes over the years, but the basic design has stayed largely the same. On the front, you'll find the profile of George Washington, and on the back, you'll see an eagle, which is a symbol of strength and freedom. Fast forward to 1995, and the U.S. Mint produced millions of these quarters. The 1995 D Washington quarter is part of the regular series struck in Denver, as denoted by the D mint mark. However, it's the rare variants of this coin, especially one with a unique minting error, that could bring in an astronomical sum today. Now, what sets this quarter apart from the millions of other 1995 D coins that were produced in Denver? It's all about a very rare minting error. The coin in question was struck with a double die, a phenomenon that occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly or is misaligned during the minting process. This causes the design to be doubled, resulting in a slight offset on the lettering and details. In this case, the double die error appears on the obverse of the coin, specifically, the Liberty and In God We Trust inscriptions. The doubling is subtle but visible under magnification. If you hold the coin up to the light and examine it closely, you'll be able to see the faint shadow or ghost image of the letters just below the original ones. This small, but important error can make a huge difference in the value of the coin. Now that we know what makes this coin special, let's talk about the value. The 1995 D Washington quarter with a double die error has been known to sell for incredible amounts at auction. In fact, in 2013, a specimen of this coin sold for an unbelievable $1.8 million. This might sound like a dream, but it's very real. How can a quarter that's only worth 25 cents be worth that much? Well, the combination of rarity, demand, and the specific era makes this coin a hot commodity among collectors. There are only a handful of these era coins in circulation, and finding one is incredibly rare, making it highly sought after. Now, let's talk about where you might find one of these coins. First off, these double die era quarters are not something you'll come across every day. They're incredibly rare, and unless you have a sharp eye or are experienced in coin hunting, it's easy to overlook one. So, where can you find these coins? You can start by checking your own change. Many collectors have found rare coins like this in pocket change, so it's always worth looking closely at the quarters you come across. But be warned, spotting this error takes a keen eye. You'll need a magnifying glass, or better yet, a jeweler's loupe to examine the inscriptions closely. Pay special attention to the doubled letters on the obverse, especially Liberty and In God We Trust. If you're serious about finding one of these coins, another place to look is at coin dealers, auctions, and online marketplaces. Some dealers specialize in rare era coins and may have one of these quarters for sale. Just be prepared. If you find one, it's likely to come with a hefty price tag due to the rarity. Now you might be wondering, how can I be sure that my 1995 D Washington quarter is a genuine double die error? Authenticating rare coins can be tricky, but it's an essential step if you believe you've found one. The best way to authenticate your coin is by getting it graded by a professional coin grading service, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These organizations have experts who can examine your coin in detail, confirm whether it's a genuine double die, and assign it a grade based on its condition. If your coin is authenticated and graded highly, it can significantly increase its value, sometimes even more than if it's left ungraded. However, be cautious when buying or selling online, as there are counterfeit coins out there. Always verify the authenticity through trusted grading services or reputable dealers. While the double die error is the most well-known variant of the 1995 D Washington quarter, it's not the only rare coin you should keep an eye out for. Collectors also look for coins with other types of minting errors, such as where the coin is struck slightly out of alignment, creating a partial image. Visible cracks in the coin die that leave marks on the coin's surface. Where the metal planchet used to strike the coin has defects, leading to unusual shapes or missing details. Though these errors don't usually fetch the same high prices as a double die, they're still highly collectible and can be worth significantly more than a standard quarter. As you can see, coin collecting is a fascinating hobby, and it can be incredibly rewarding. The 1995 D Washington quarter with a double die error is just one example of how a simple coin can have a huge value, especially if you know what to look for. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, keep your eyes peeled for those rare minting errors. You never know what you might discover in your pocket change. If you have any questions or if you've found a coin that you think might be worth something, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear about your experiences. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our future coin-related content. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, and this one is absolutely mind-blowing. What if I told you that a 1997 D Washington quarter could be worth a staggering $1.9 million? It's not just any quarter, and it's not a story you hear every day. Stick around as we uncover how this seemingly ordinary coin could fetch such a jaw-dropping price. If you're a collector or just someone who loves to learn about the hidden gems of coinage, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for an incredible coin discovery. Let's start by breaking down the basics. The 1997 D Washington quarter was minted in Denver, and for most of us, it's a standard, everyday quarter. It's part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been in circulation since 1932. The coin features George Washington, of course, on the obverse, with his iconic profile. But while most 1997 D quarters are worth just their face value of 25 cents, there are a few exceptional examples that have been discovered to be worth far more. So what makes this coin worth $1.9 million? It all comes down to a rare minting error. While most of the 1997 D Washington quarters were produced without any issues, a small number of coins were struck with a misaligned die. This error creates a distinctive feature, where the design of the coin appears off-center, or in some cases, double-struck, making it stand out from the rest. Minting errors like this are extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. Coins like this, especially in pristine condition, can skyrocket in value. And that's exactly what happened with this particular 1997 D Washington quarter. Now, how did this coin go from an ordinary quarter to one that could be worth nearly $2 million? Well, it all started when a coin collector stumbled upon this particular 1997 D Washington quarter in their collection. At first glance, it looked like just another standard coin, but a closer inspection revealed the misaligned die error. After consulting with experts, the coin was sent to be professionally graded. The grading process is crucial in determining a coin's value. This quarter was sent to the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, where it was given an astonishing MS68 grade. This means it's nearly flawless, a near-perfect example of a coin that came from the US Mint. For those who are new to coin collecting, the PCGS grading system ranges from 1 to 70, with 70 being the highest grade possible. An MS68 grade indicates that the coin is in near-perfect condition with only very minor imperfections. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Coins in high-grade conditions like this 1997 D Washington quarter are incredibly rare, which is why collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. Once the coin was certified, it didn't take long for the rare quarter to make its way to an auction house. In 2021, it was listed at a major auction, and collectors from around the world were ready to bid. As the auction started, the bids began climbing rapidly. Despite being a relatively modern coin, the rarity and perfection of the error made it a must-have for serious collectors. The bids soared, eventually landing at a record-breaking $1.9 million, a price that most coins, especially modern ones, could only dream of reaching. Now, if you're wondering how you can spot a rare coin like this in your own collection, there are a few things to look out for. First, examine the mint mark. The 1997 D Washington quarter should have a D mint mark on the reverse side of the coin, just below Washington's neck. Next, look for any misalignments in the design. A misaligned die error can cause the details of the coin to appear shifted or distorted. It's subtle, but a magnifying glass can help you spot it. Also, keep an eye out for double strikes or other oddities that break the usual uniformity of the coin. If you think you've found a rare coin, have it professionally graded by an organization like PCGS or NGC to get an accurate assessment of its value. So, there you have it. The story of the 1997 D Washington quarter that went from being just another coin in circulation to a $1.9 million treasure. This just goes to show that sometimes, hidden gems are waiting right under our noses, and all it takes is a little attention to detail to uncover them. If you enjoyed learning about this incredible coin and want to keep discovering rare treasures, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow coin enthusiasts. Who knows, you might just have a fortune in your pocket right now. We're diving into one of the most intriguing coins in American numismatics. This isn't just your regular Washington quarter. The 1998 D Washington quarter with a mint mark from Denver has an incredible secret. It's worth $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1 million quarters. Hey everyone! And today we're exploring the fascinating world of the 1998 D Washington quarter dollar coin. We're going to uncover its history, why it's so valuable, and how you can spot one in your own collection or even in your pocket change. Make sure you stick around, because at the end of this video, you'll know everything you need to find this rare treasure yourself. Let's start with a quick history lesson. The Washington quarter has been a staple in American currency since 1932. It was originally designed by John Flanagan to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. Over the years, the design has seen a few changes, but the coin's role as a cornerstone of American pocket change has remained constant. Fast forward to 1998, when the US Mint produced millions of these coins at their Denver Mint. But little did anyone know that one specific set of quarters from that year would soon become worth more than their weight in gold. So, why is the 1998 D Washington quarter worth $1.4 million? It all comes down to a rare and fascinating minting error. Most 1998 D quarters were struck with a standard design. But during the production process, some coins were accidentally struck with two obverse dies. That's the front face of the coin, featuring Washington's profile. This error, known as a double die, means that the features of George Washington's face are doubled up, making these coins incredibly rare and valuable. Imagine seeing two sets of eyes, nose, and even the word liberty on a single coin. That's exactly what collectors look for when they're hunting for these elusive specimens. Now, let's talk about how you can actually spot a 1998 D quarter with this valuable error. It's not something that will be immediately obvious just by glancing at a coin, so it's important to know what you're looking for. First, check the date 1998. On a double die error coin, you'll notice that the digits of the year look slightly thicker or even doubled. The same goes for the word liberty on the top of the coin, where you'll see a noticeable doubling effect. Other areas to examine include Washington's hair and the outline of his face. The doubling is often visible in these regions too. Okay, so why does this error coin demand such a massive price tag, $1.4 million, and not just a few $100 like other mint errors? The answer lies in the rarity and condition. Fewer than 10 examples of the 1998 D double die quarter have ever been confirmed. Of those, only one was graded at MS-68, Mint State 68, by the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, and it was sold at auction for a record-breaking $1.4 million. This coin is essentially a modern-day treasure. The combination of a double die error, limited mintage, and top-tier preservation means this coin stands out among other quarters, giving it an incredibly high market value. Now, here's the good news. If you have a 1998 D quarter in your collection, it could potentially be worth a lot more than face value. But how do you figure out if your quarter is one of the rare double die examples? First, start by carefully inspecting your quarters under a magnifying glass. If you notice the doubled features we mentioned earlier, like the date or liberty, you might have found a treasure. It's a good idea to get a professional coin grading service to verify its authenticity. And if you do find one of these rare double die coins, it's important to keep it in good condition. Any wear and tear can drastically reduce its value. So why do collectors go crazy for these error coins? Well, mint errors add a unique story to each coin. They're like the imperfections that make them stand out, making them one of a kind in the world of numismatics. Whether it's a double die, a misstrike, or a blank planchet, mint errors often fetch high prices because they're incredibly rare and collectible. And for collectors, there's a special thrill in finding something that no one else has. As we look to the future, it's clear that the 1998 D Washington quarter with the double die error will remain a top-tier coin for collectors. Its rarity and historical significance continue to drive its value, and over time, it could become even more valuable. While you might not find one of these million-dollar quarters in your pocket tomorrow, knowing how to spot them increases your chances of finding this gem in the wild. To recap, the 1998 D Washington quarter with the double die error is one of the most valuable coins in circulation, with some examples fetching over $1.4 million. So, always check your 1998 D quarters closely. You might just be holding a fortune in your hand. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you find a 1998 D quarter, let us know. Maybe it's your ticket to a coin treasure.